I'm Kaylee Miller, and this is my forensic project on skeletal remains. Defining my topic, skeletal remains are bones used to determine all types of things like sex, age, race, height, and facial reconstruction. Forensic anthropology is the study of skeletal remains. Forensic anthropologists use skeletal remains to solve a crime, find identity, and cause of death. Fun fact, osteobiography is the study of the skeleton. List of crimes/MO. Skeletal remains are used to prosecute murderers given the information the bones reveal. Forensic anthropology is used in cases of mass murders, mass disasters, mass burials, decomposed bodies, military casualties involving many skeletal remains, as well as dismemberment of all types. Skeletal remains can also be used for living identification and are excellent for facial analysis. Other cases skeletal remains are used you wouldn't think of are identification in burglary cases, immigration cases, and even mix-up of children in nursery cases. List the qualifications for a technician. Qualifications set by the American Board of Forensic Anthropology include a master's degree or doctorate with a major in anthropology and focus in either biological, physical, or forensic anthropology, which takes about 6 to 10 years. Below is the posted varied paths to becoming a forensic anthropologist posted by the American Board of Forensic Anthropology. Tools, Part 1. Tools include calipers used for precise measurements of the skeleton, as well as cadaver dogs used to find remains, for example, in fields or buried down. Osteometric board used to measure long bones like the femur. And 3D digitizer used for 3D measurements of bones, mostly for the cranium. Tools, Part 2. Tools include stereozoom microscope for magnifying small features on bone, extensive training in the skeletal anatomy, X-ray/CT for radiographic images, mass spectrometer for test of trace elements, all types of containers to store evidence in, and toolmark database. Tools, Part 3. Some other tools include DNA technology, scanning tools to measure depth/height of tool marks, heat-sensitive infrared cameras for below-the-ground visibility, anthroponometers, shovels, trawls, knives, gloves, and excavators to investigate sites, and geographical information systems used to store coordinates and data. Methods, Part 1. I'm not going to bore you by reading off all my methods, so I just have some listed here for you. Some methods used with skeletal remains include examining the pelvis to determine gender, examining the skull to determine age, as well as height determined by calculating one of the long bones using an osteometric board. Methods, Part 2. Other methods include bones marked by perimortem injuries such as unhealed fractures and bullet holes can reveal cause of death. X-rays and CTs provide detailed information about remains without any alteration. DNA analysis from the bones/teeth can be used to confirm relationships with deceased or living descendants. Methods, Part 3. Other methods include facial reconstruction using facial markers which are positioned at critical locations on the skull, and clay is contoured to follow the heights of the markers. Also, age can be found studying bone fusion, tooth formation, eruption, and decay and loss. Demo. My demo is the method of determining height. You measure the length of the femur with a ruler in centimeters, then multiply that by 2.6 and add 65 to get the height of the person in centimeters. I'm using an unsharpened pencil and the ruler on the centimeter side. We come up with 19 centimeters, so that means we do 19 times 2.6, which equals 49.4, then add 65, which equals 114.4 centimeters, which converts to 3 feet and 7.5 inches, which is the height of the person if their femur was as long as this pencil. Bibliography. I used these several sites and the Criminal Investigations book,